What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today I'm bringing you guys the haul and review, haul and retrospect. A lot of people have different names for it. I'm just gonna use the name that I use on my blog right now, and it's bought it but did I keep it or return it. So it might be a little bit of a long video, but if you're interested in seeing what I did with all the items that I talked about in my first haul video, then just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so just off bat I'm gonna tell you that there are a couple items that I don't have. The only items that I don't have are genuinely items that just don't work for me, like at all. And it just so happened that one of my friends was here in my room, and so I actually just gave her a couple of the items, and the items that I'm referring to were the items that I was unfortunately won in a giveaway from Hot Mess Ness MUA, which I will link her channel down below and also in the iCards. And it was the Sleek collection. The only thing that I kept was the eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna use my hand, I guess, and that dropped. So this is the eyeshadow palette. It is the Sleek Vintage Romance 141. So I did of course test this eyeshadow palette out along with the other two items. It came with a highlighting palette that was just way too light for me. It wouldn't work. At most I could use it for inner corner highlights, but I don't need to keep a whole palette for that when my friend can use it as actual highlights. So I gave that to her, and the other one was a triple of orange tones, and when I tested it out, it did not show on my cheeks at all. And then I also realized that I already have an orange blush in my Juvia's Place blush palette, which I do have that in a project pan currently. So it just didn't seem right to keep two things from this collection that just were not for me. So I gave both of those to her. And as for this eyeshadow palette, I will say that it's okay. There's only one matte, which is the brown. Get rid of the brush again. So the only matte is right here. It's the brown. Everything else is all shimmer, and the shimmers aren't even really all that good, to be honest. So I'm gonna keep this just because I won this from one of my favorite YouTubers, but honestly I wouldn't recommend this, and this is honestly making me second guess considering to buy the one really bright eyeshadow palette that they have, because that one looks really good and I hear a lot of people liking their formula. So I don't know, maybe it's just the way that I apply eyeshadow. But yeah, that one didn't work, or that one I'm gonna keep in my collection, but the other two did not work out for me. So next let's go to Chrisanna and Cosmetics, and I showed you guys, I don't have all of them in here because I'm doing a dupes, but this is some of them. I guess I can go get the rest of them. Give me 1 second. So I guess I ruined the surprise, but I have completed the dupes for the Tarte Make Waves something stupid mermaid palette. Anyways, and I'm actually using these two shadows from Chrisanna and Cosmetics right here. But these are all the shadows that I have from her collection, and these three on the bottom were the new ones. I love them. I love them. The matte eyeshadow is beautiful. It's pigmented, it's blendable, it's great. And I actually must say I like these two metallics even more than the 5 up here. I think that all of the older shadows that I have, except for the gold, are more of glittery formula. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's more of a glittery formula, whereas the two metallics in the new bundle are actual metallics. So I love this new bundle. I would get her eyeshadow palette because she has an actual palette, but those aren't colors, those don't have colors that speak to me, so it just doesn't make sense for me to buy it, to be quite honest. But if she comes out with another bundle with really nice colors or anything like that, I will definitely put them in that palette because I am loving her formula thus far. And just a little snippet, I did already do a blog post for her liquid lipsticks. I think they are comparable to the Kat Von D formula, and I love them just as well. I will link down below my review of Chrisana and Cosmetics liquid lipstick formula. But back to this haul, or rehaul, whatever. So next I also talked about some eyeshadows from ColourPop, and of course some of these are missing as well for my dupes. Hold on, let me put them in there. Alrighty, so it looks like this is all of the ColourPop eyeshadows that I have. And before, I kind of had all my single eyeshadows, small little off topic. I had all my eyeshadows all together, and it's after I got on this real single eyeshadow kick, I put them all in this 1Z palette. Come to find out that I have duplicates. I have duplicates of eyeshadows, so that was really fun to learn. But anyways, these are the eyeshadows. If anything, like at the worst, I love them for duping purposes. These are a lot of generic and really used colors, but I do love the formula. I've always loved ColourPop's formula. My only problem with ColourPop is that they release too much too fast. Ain't nobody got time for all that. So I typically wait until they do like 30 to 40 to 50% off sales, and then I kind of do a bulk order on a bunch of eyeshadows. I have maybe 3 or 4 things that I'm interested in a cart right now, but I need more, and they don't have a good enough sale. They just finished having like a 20% off sale, but 20% off of 4 items, no, I would have to pay shipping. So we just gonna hold off on that. And I would recommend ColourPop's single eyeshadows. So next I got a couple things from Ulta. One of those things being the chocolate gold eyeshadow palette. Now I'm just gonna use this Z palette to cover up. It doesn't cover the complete mirror. Alright, so here is the eyeshadow palette in case you've been under a rock and have not seen it. I did already do my review on my blog, and long story short, I said that this is a good eyeshadow palette. I'm glad that I waited to get my first Too Faced eyeshadow palette for this one, but I will say once again that the more colorful shadows, which is only really 3, not even, it's really 2, Money Bags and New Money, which let me show you guys. So Money Bags down here and then New Money right here, both of those are a lot less pigmented than the more neutral colors, so that was slightly disappointing. It does smell like chocolate if you're into that, but yeah, I'm happy with that purchase. I'm not gonna return it. It was a good purchase. So yeah, let's just keep going on with the eyeshadows, shall we? The next one, I actually moved my strobe eyeshadows into this Z palette. It's kind of a hoshmosh at this point, but the Strobe Cosmetics eyeshadows are down here. Now about these eyeshadows, I've seen them, I think I first saw them on Instagram, maybe 1 or 2 YouTubers, and when they would swatch them, they were beautiful. When they would put them on their lids, they were beautiful. Ain't nothing bad about Strobe Cosmetics. So when I bought them, they were on sale, and you know, I go big or go home, so I bought about 10 eyeshadows. I will say they're not bad. I would not attempt to foil those. Those eyeshadows do not work foiled. Not at all. Definitely use your finger to get the most metallic payoff. If you're okay with just more of a shimmery payoff, then you can use a brush. But I was expecting more, to be quite honest, so I am slightly disappointed with them. Not saying I will never use them, because that's just stupid. I will use them, but I am a little bit disappointed, and yeah, that's kind of all I have about that. If you want an even more in-depth review, I will make sure to link my blog post for the Strobe Cosmetics eyeshadows down below. Alrighty, keeping the train chugging, we have Divina Cosmetics. So I have become in love with Divina Cosmetics. I have a good amount of her shadows, and there's still some shadows that I want. I realized actually that the Spartacus collection, I either have the shadows or I have shadows that are super similar, so I'm not actually interested in that one anymore. But I am still interested in the Electrodescent body paints or body pots or whatever collection. But anyways, these are the shadows, and I bought her Dark Affairs, Behind Dark Affairs, something like that bundle, and it's the more darker ones, so definitely a lot in this area, some down here. I think 1 or 2 of the purples came in the bundle, but there was nothing wrong with the shadows. I was as impressed with those shadows as I was with all the rest of the shadows that I have, so nothing here or there. I actually am also sneak peek into another wish list. I'm actually interested in some I'm actually interested in some of her highlighters, so I might be getting 1 or 2 of those. And yeah, so I'm still in love with Divina Cosmetics. Nothing will change that love. She has to do something real drastic for me to not love her. But anyways, loving those shadows and still getting good wear out of them. I will say, in case you don't check out my blog post, there is a good amount of kick up on her shadows. That doesn't bother me because the pigmentation on my eyes is phenomenal and the blendability is phenomenal. But just in case that bothers you, I wanted to let you know that. Next, I think this is the last eyeshadows that I have to talk about, and it is from Sydney Grace Co., or formerly Feather Ritter Body. So I bought a bunch of just random colors that they were basically discontinuing, just because I love her formulas so much. And I think a majority of them are still down here on this bottom row. Nothing to complain about. I love the formula. I will go ahead and put in the cards a review from Makeup Struggles. I don't know why. What is up with me today? I will put in the cards the video that Makeup Struggles did, kind of reviewing these eyeshadows. She actually recommended for the shimmers for you to use more of a short shader to pack the shadows on your lid, and that has helped me. So not saying that I didn't like the shimmers before, but it makes them even better than before when I was using them. So I do recommend that, and I will probably go back and try that with a lot of other shimmer shadows that I just was not too happy about. But yeah, still happy with that brand. I will still continue to buy from that brand. They just dropped two new bundles, and they honestly aren't my cup of tea. They're a little too neutral for me, but happy to see that they did it. And they also did it as a collab with like triplets, or not triplets, they were just like 3 or 4 sisters, which was really cool. So still out here to support them, but just not with these next 2 bundles that they dropped. Okay, I never finished what I bought from Ulta. Typical me. The other thing that I got from Ulta were a couple of things from a blog post / YouTube video that I'm interested in, and because of these items I will be making another YouTube video, and you guys will see that in the future. But it is this foundation. The shade is DN3. Now I'm gonna go on a little mini rant about this foundation. First of all, it's from Physician Formula, and if you have any sort of melanin in your skin, you know that Physician Formula does not do anything for you. So as soon as I saw that they were dropping new shades, I was like, okay, you know, y'all here for me, I'm gonna be here for y'all. So when I went on Ulta's website, I saw that they had a bunch of darker shades, and this on Ulta's website is the second to last shade. On their website, if you look at the picture, that picture looks like it will match me, and I pride myself on being able to get the perfect match just from photos online. So this really just got under my skin a little too deep. Like it really got under my skin. But this is not the second to last shade in their line. If you go on Physicians Formula's website, they have about 5 to 6 shades after this one Are you kidding me, Ulta? So I got a shade that is almost too light for me to do highlighting concealer because Ulta don't want to have all the shades. Okay, Ulta, I see you. I don't like this foundation. It's not because of the shade, because I have worn this all day, and I can actually kind of show you guys or tell you guys later on how I did that if you're interested, because this is definitely not my shade, nowhere near. But it says it's for all skin types, but I really don't think it is. I have tried it with mattifying mattifying primers. I've done it with more moisturizing primers. I do not like this foundation. I get super oily, like crazy oily, crazy quick, and I'm just not about it. I would have returned this had my schedule not been as busy as it is. So I will either find a friend, after I do all the videos that I need this for, I will either find a friend who can work with this a lot easier than I can, or I will just finish it and use it as a under eye concealer like I'm doing with the Tarte. So yeah, that's that. And then the other product the other product that I got from Ulta is the Physician Formula eyeliner. I think I got this from Ulta. I might have gotten something else, I don't know. Anyways, I have this eyeliner, and I will say off bat, the first time I used it, it was drier than I was expecting in a pen formula, which this is my first pen eyeliner. So and this is the brush tip. But after I placed it upside down in my cup, and then I also shook it, and if you pay attention in the cap, it's like a priming sensation, so it'll kind of get the pen working. But anyways, I do like this eyeliner. I would say that my NYX whatever the next one I have, that one is a darker black, but this one is a lot easier to work with because it's a pen, so I can just go. I don't have to dip back and forth like my next one. So yeah, I'm interested in this. I might be going ahead and trying out the NYX Epic Liner, because the NYX Epic Liner is like in this kind of packed, it's a pen, and since I like the other formula so well, I don't see why I won't like that one. But anyways, I do like this one, don't like this one. Let's keep the train going. I also got some stuff from MAC. So as you can see, hopefully, I have definitely gotten a dent out of MAC Fix Plus, and I'm actually kind of mad at myself because MAC Fix Plus was on 50% off on the 21 Days of Beauty, but I made up my mind about this product a little too late, and that day is already passed. So but anyways, I do like this product. I, like everybody else, I don't think that this sets my face, although I have forgotten to use my setting spray before, and it worked perfectly fine. But I do prefer to still go after with my Urban Decay All Nighter spray. But anyways, as for this, I love to use this to get rid of the powder sensation on my skin that I might tend to have, because I like to really set my foundation and my concealer. But I also do like this for spraying on shimmers and metallics. It really does help. So yeah, I would recommend this. I did actually get this same size bottle for you guys in a giveaway that I'm doing on my Twitter. If you're interested in if you're interested in entering that, I will put the link to that below. And yeah, let's just keep going. Oh my god, let me get some water. I am burping up a storm today. And yes, if you're interested, this is a Minion bottle. I'm obsessed with Minions. Next. Alright, so next I got this MAC liquid lipstick in Uniformly Fabulous. And I mean, I had been lusting after this for almost a year, so of course I like this, and of course I kept it. And I actually found a color that looks similar in the tube to this from e.l.f. So stay tuned if it's a dupes, because I will let you guys know, because that is a substantial price difference. And then the other product that I got from MAC was the MAC 210 brush, which is this really thin, I think it's like an eyeliner brush. I cannot use this for eyeliner. I don't have the skill to use this for eyeliner. I use this for my lip art, and I actually already posted my first lip art video, so I will put that up in the cards if I have any room left. But yeah, I do like that brush. I clearly kept it, and I would consider getting another one, but Mackie brushes are expensive, so we finna wait for a sale. One thing that I forgot to talk about is the color E9 brush that I got from ColourPop. And this is like a really small blending brush. This is the best brush I've found for getting in my crease. So I really do like this brush. And yeah, those are all the items that I talked about in that first haul. I will come out and tell you guys already that I already have enough items to do another haul, so I will be probably recording that one right after this one. So definitely stay tuned if you're interested in haulage, because I've had the second group of items long enough that I can just go ahead and review while I show you guys what I got. So yeah, if you guys are liking my style, liking me, whatever, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and you know, subscribe if you're into me, or not, that's okay. And go ahead and watch, we're gonna put it over here this time, go ahead and watch the next video that I will put there for you guys. And yeah, it's been real, y'all. Peace.